Hello, this is Constantine 1959. I would like to share with you some highlights of previous videos that I thought was important for you to hear again without having to go back and look through all of them yourself. I noticed I had 117 videos and that 11 of them have been deleted, and not by me. On part 2 of these videos, I put parts of the videos that were missing that they did not want you to see. As I was going through the videos to work on them, I noticed a theme that was going to occur when they implement the microchip. It starts with signing a paper, then it will progress into a biometric card, and then the final implementation will be the microchip. They have already started the process on children in Texas. Soon it will go to other schools around the country, and also other countries have already started putting these chips in. I will start the videos now.
Hello, this is Constantine 1959. I had a dream 3 months ago that people that were poor are going to be on the streets homeless. And I saw a woman giving her food that she begged for on the side of the street to her children that night when she went home, because there wasn't enough food for her to eat, just enough for her children. And then I saw a hospital where there was people who were over there trying to get help, and they told them you have no insurance, so they made them leave. And I saw some of them dying, and one died. I saw the middle class getting food stamps at welfare, and unemployment was going to hit over 15% and getting worse. The companies were closing and more people were laid off. I saw this dream, but I didn't say anything because I didn't think people wanted to hear it. But then, less than a week ago, God gave me another dream. And I heard a voice tell me, you have to tell the other dream and this dream. So, here goes. On this dream, I saw what was going on. People were all poor. Even the middle class and some upper class were begging for food because there was no jobs. I saw there was no welfare. I saw there was no Social Security or SSI. No health care for anyone that had no money. There was not enough food for everyone. There was a famine in the United States and almost all over the world. And I saw other things that were coming. Most of it was famine. People living on the side of the river because they had no place to live. People were freezing. And I was told near the end of the dream that I was to tell every dream, regardless if I thought people want to hear it or not. So I am from now on. This is Constantine 1959. Thank you for listening.
I have seen this already at a hospital, turning people away. Now, I saw this prophecy mostly coming true. Now, the next one.
Hello, this is Constantine 1959. I'm going to talk about my dream and my wife's 3 visions. I had a dream. In this dream, the rich knew ahead of time about the change in money. They knew that the dollar was going to fall. They knew to buy silver and gold and other currency that they were told to purchase. And now in this dream, not all the rich were aware of what's going on, to what was going to happen. Only the ones who were in favor with the New World Order were told. The rich people who wasn't informed, well, some of them committed suicide, and some went crazy because they couldn't deal with being poor. The poor, they were okay with the change. It wasn't any shock to them. The currency went to a form of debit card, and no one used money anymore. The poor people with bad credit would have to get one of those prepaid cards because they couldn't get bank accounts. So they would have the ability to buy and sell and trade.
Now I want to talk about the chip. How it's supposed to start from a card into the actual chip. This is what I saw in my dreams. Thank you.
Hello, this is Constantine 1959. I'm going to be talking about the chip. This is about me and my wife's dreams about the chip. I want to start with my wife's latest dream first. She was sitting in a classroom with 20 or so children. We were all rowdy and not paying attention to anyone. A group of adults came in towards the back of the room. They started passing out papers. They told us to sign the papers, and that we didn't need parental consent on it. That our signatures was good enough. They told us that it is not necessary to tell our parents that we signed it. They started soliciting children one at a time. I saw a RFID chip put into a child's right hand. I went to the front of the class where 2 people were standing behind a desk. They said to me, "Everything is going to change now." I noticed that they had put on uniform type outfits. This is one of my dreams. I went into the store for groceries. I tried to pay cash. they said, "We don't take cash anymore. We were told today we can't take cash. We can only take ATM or credit cards." I heard a voice in my dream tell me that this is the way it starts. We are going to have ATM cards. It is starting to change already. You can't pay cash on house payments or some rentals. They want money orders or checks right now. In my dream, I saw Walmart reverse scanners. When you come in, if you don't have a chip, your scanner at the door goes off and it alerts the police that you are in the store. This is so that they can pick you up. I also saw people trying any way that they could to use someone else's chip. It don't work. They are going to give rewards to anyone who turns in their friends and all Christians. Also, the store owners will have added benefits when they catch them trying to buy food. I've seen in my dreams as a lot of people getting ready to go to the long lines that are taking the chip. I saw stores turning into government-run stores. I saw that your money is put into your account, that your chip number. If you don't work, no money is put in your account. All your bills come out first. What is left is for food. You have no control of your money. I saw it starts as a card, a white card. It's going to be your number for your chip. Then as soon as everyone has their number, you're implanted. This is my wife's dream she had a long time ago. She saw a line of refugees coming in the opposite direction that she was going. There were people with them that were beautiful, and they looked like angels. One of the robed people stopped the line when she drew near. He inquired as to where she was going. She told him that she was going to find God. He smiled and said, "That's where we're going also." He asked if she would sign a paper before she got in line. She asked what it was for. He said it was nothing important, just the paperwork. So she signed it and joined the line. So they kept walking to see God. Then they stopped at a store. She paid cash for her drink, like always. They went on for a while, then she stopped a second time. She went into the store, and then she started to pay for her purchase. When the cashier asked if she filled out the paper that they gave her. She said yes. Then all I have to do is scan the paper. The cashier said it will take it out automatically. The white-robed man said yes. It makes it so much easier. Then the paper turned into a card. I went outside. Then I looked at the things that I have bought. She thought to herself, I better go back and pay cash. So she went back in to the store and said, I don't feel right about using it. Can I just pay cash instead? The man in the white robe started to laugh and said, it's too late now. You should have thought of that a little sooner. I knew I needed to tell my family so they wouldn't make the same mistake I did. So I dodged the white robe people and made my way back almost to my destination. I came across 3 looters. I looked at them and asked them if they were hungry. And I told them I had a deal for them and that I could get them food. They asked, how are you going to manage that? I offered them my card if they would help me. They came with me into an auto shop. I asked them to cut my hand off and bind it because the card had turned into a chip. All of them looked at her and they were terrified at what she said. She said to them, aren't you hungry? All I could think of is that I had to warn my family and tell them that what had happened. In my dream, it seemed to me that once you take the card, it's the same as the chip. We both had a dream about a card, and then it turns into or leads to the mark of the beast. This is Constantine 1959. Thank you for listening.